Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yo.
Hey.
Yo, what's good, man? Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. Damn, look at the hair. It looks great.
Oh, yeah. It's fading. It was pinker, if that's a word.
Oh, yeah? You are Jacknife Lee, based in Los Angeles, Irish originally. You've worked with the likes of Block Party, Snow Patrol, R.E.M., Neil Diamond, Two Door Cinema Club, Kasabian, Catfish and the Bottlemen, Biffy Clyro, The Wombats, U2, and even some famous people like you got Barney Fletcher on there. You got a few of it. Let's go back. How did this all start for you?
In Dublin, played music. I've never really had a job, so I've only done this. Was in a few different bands. We were signed and dropped and all that. And then I started remixing and DJing.
Wasn't there a Missy Elliott "Get Your 9-Pound Cock On"?
Yes, that was the kind of first time anything worked for me, and because I'd started taking things very seriously. Like it's a job, I've got to be professional. And we just had a baby the day before, and I didn't feel like working, like sensible working. So I just did this bootleg of my own record, which was a punk thing with Missy Elliott, and I felt like I could make people. I just made a person the day before. It was like, fuck, I don't give a shit what anybody thinks of me anymore. Yeah. I didn't put any effort into it at all. It was born out of pure laziness. I just didn't. I hadn't slept for a few days, and I didn't want to plug anything in. I was so surprised at how good it was that I just went straight into XFM and asked them to play it. And amazingly, they did. Eminem came and said, "Can you pretend you just did this?" But he gave me $5,000. Yeah. And I thought, yeah, sure. From there, I ended up doing something for 28 Days Later, the movie. I got a few records on the back of the 28 Days Later, Kasabian, Snow Patrol, U2. And then I haven't really stopped working since. So it was all on the back of a joke.
When you are making a record now, do you consciously try to stay just not overthink it kind of thing, just have more fun with it than actually trying to make a hit record kind of thing?
It's not that I'm stupid. But once I start thinking, thinking very quickly becomes overthinking, and I think you engage the wrong part of your brain. When you're creating something, you start introducing the editor and rather than the creator. So it can be intrusive. Like you're in the middle of thinking stuff and you're evaluating it. So I try not to think at all. That I know something is good then when it makes you feel giddy. That's why I keep on getting more equipment, just because I'm always trying to get something that I don't know how to use.
Yeah. How much equipment have you got in that room? I mean, I've been there and there's so much stuff, but I wouldn't be able to appreciate because I don't know what the rare synths are. I'm sure there's some.
There's a few. This is my favorite new thing at the moment. This thing.
What's that?
It's like a delay unit, but anything that I can touch and play with. So if I put your vocal in and then I hit. It just samples it, and then I can play with pitch, and it's kind of ratty and weird. And I have a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that's the spaceship right there. I remember asking you if you'd ever get rid of any of them, and it was a firm kind of no.
Absolute no. Some of them are just like palate cleansers. Like I'm in work and I want to put something on that's just oblique and just eliminates melody.
Grammys. Not many producers own a Grammy, and I know your Grammy doesn't define you because you're more than your Grammy.
I'm going to show you.
But you got to talk about it. How?
Okay, I'm going to show it to you. Okay, it's in my fridge.
You got the oat milk, you got the sparkling water, and then a Grammy.
A Grammy facing the back. It's bad Grammy. Bad Grammy.
Why is that a bad Grammy?
I mean, I'm glad I have one, I guess. It got my friend a visa to live in the States. So that was good. But I got it for a U2 record, and I feel it was fine. I mean, I think I've made records that have deserved Grammys and some that haven't. I didn't go and get it. I think the Grammys are bullshit. They're kind of helpful when it has Grammy Award winner and then your name. You go, ooh.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're helpful for music.
We interrupt this interview with a new segment we call Video of the Week. And now for Video of the Week, which comes from actually one of my fans who sent in this cover. It's a beautiful cover of one of my favorite tracks. Honestly blessed to have been sent this. It's a gorgeous bit of work, and I hope you enjoy it. Check it out.
I'm ticking like a time bomb, baby. When you told me to forget you, I went crazy. But now I'm here, and I doubt you'll see me standing still.
Beautiful, right? Beautiful stuff. Thank you very much, Gregory, for that. To be featured on the green screen, just send in a video. Send anything, please. Please. U2. How did they link up with you? How did that start?
They didn't know I was Irish, so I was living in England at the time, and I had produced Snow Patrol, and at this stage the record hadn't sold. It'd been out 6 months. This is the Run record.
Light up, as if you have a choice.
And I thought, this is my big break.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do really well from this. And then it came out and nothing happened, and I thought, back to normal. And I'm sitting here going, I don't like pop music. I'm kind of depressed. And my wife came in and said, your manager's on the phone. So I took the call and he said, all right, Garrett, what do you think of U2? And I said, they're good. He said, right, they want you to produce the record, start Monday.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, this is good.
Yeah.
Totally terrified. And then I got to the U2 thing, and I was there by myself in the studio. No one had shown up, and Bono came in, and I was a bit intimidated because he was Bono. And then he played me a song, and he said, what you think? And I said, you should do some piano there. And he said, well, do it. I said, I don't play keyboards. And then he just looked at me and said, well, what the fuck are you for then? I said to him, it's your band, you play it. My kind of amateurish way of working is mirrored by theirs. And they're kind of completely egoless, which is great. Like whoever has an idea, that's what we're doing. Even though they're like the huge rock stars, they're just totally open. It's so refreshing.
Okay, so let me see, what other questions have I got here? Like, have there been times where you've just kind of sat back and been like, fuck, is this like time to get a normal job kind of thing?
Yeah. Just before I did the Missy Elliott thing,
right.
And I was going to become a cook. I like cooking, and I hadn't made no money. So we were going to move to France and watch way too many Channel 4 shows. And we were going to move to France and have a B&B. Anybody can produce a record, like anybody, because there's so many different types of ways of producing. My way is really hands-on, and I get in the dirt, you know. Production is so varied. My advice for anybody who's interested in doing it is do it.
Just do it!
One Direction member.
I like Harry a lot. He's a lovely guy.
My least favorite.
Zayn.
Oh yeah?
Well, he was just very difficult to work with. So he said, we're on tour. This is One Direction. You'll have to come and record them. So I ended up going to this horrible hotel, and I didn't get anything. The next day they were flying to Barcelona or something like that. Harry had done his bit, and Liam kept on trying to get everybody to work, and I was trying to get people to work, and they just wouldn't come. And I thought, I don't have this track. No one's recorded. And then Zayn was outside and jogging or fighting or something. I'm not really sure what was going on. He just came in and was really grumpy, obviously, as you would be, forced into recording this thing. I don't think he liked them that much, the band. I think he wanted to do his own thing. Zayn is probably great, but he just made my week tough. But I would have been worse. So he's probably a lot nicer than I am.
Isolation, COVID-19. How are you keeping yourself sane? Or are you not?
I am. I'll show you what I've been doing. So aside from cooking, I'm cooking a lot.
Okay, getting ready for that chef job, just in case.
I'm gardening. And
Alright.
I got all my vegetables.
So Jacknife lives out in Topanga, in a beautiful part of the world. Can we see Can we just see the hill view? I wanna.
Okay.
Because it's insane. It's beautiful.
Here's my my masks hanging on the line, So what else am I doing? I'm trying to get my own record released. It's difficult.
We've got a track on there. Me and BB Borelli on this side. I think that's everything, man. I think we covered a lot. But yeah, thank you very much for taking some time out of your day. From
Pleasure.
I know you're
Good
probably
to see
supposed to
you.
be. Yeah, good to see you too, man.
Okay.
Peace and love.
Take care. Bye bye.
Later, bro. Bye bye.